Welcome back to Y2K. Last time we cleared Alex's dungeon. And we're going to be clearing the monster dens now because I have the resources to do that now. And it's going to be an absolute pain to do it if we continue the story.
Okay.
Have you found the Dungeon Master? He's tricky to find. Tell me, have you been enjoying your time in the Dungeon of the Mind? It can be overwhelming, never knowing if you're making the right choice, afraid to act, because the paralyzing fear that you've chosen wrong. I chose wrong once. I want to go away. Far away. Just to get out of here. To be on my own. Well, not here. That's how I wound up here. Inside the Dungeon of the Mind. I had a mom, but no dad. Mom got weird when Dad left. Things were fine for a while. But before I knew it, life had changed so much there was little to be happy for. So I cried myself to sleep every night. I screamed every night. I tried running away. Never got very far. And you know what? I got away once. Far away. But I came back. I felt terrible that my mom was left all alone. So I went back. When I got home, things were better for a while. Then they got worse. Screaming, throwing things. Accidentally on purpose, blowing out the pilot light on the stove. So I willed myself to escape. And I got far away. Did I make the right choice? No. I'm asking you! Did I make the right choice? Is this better? Did I screw up? I can't ever leave you now! All I can do is stay here and catalog the Dungeon Master's thoughts! Do you realize how many thoughts he has? I need to get out. Can you help me get out? Didn't think so. Of course you can't. You're trapped here too. Just like me.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see, I am specifically using Poison Apple. Go next. We will see her teeth, watch her lips part, and witness her die. She is the well-adjusted daughter of the king and queen. Once Princess Sammy, now Princess Amelia. Getting nervous. The trumpet blares, but she doesn't come. The digital soul vessel has been completed. Why does she not take the stage?
I found it. The Bad Brothers memory card?
What are you talking about? I didn't ask for this. You think I want that bastard's junk?
Can I go play with the good brother now?
What? I don't care. Go play in traffic. But if you see your dad, just ignore him. We're not talking to him right now.
This looks kind of familiar. The textures used here. I wish to climb, and yet I'm afraid to lose my footing. So what did you have? There's nothing left for me to teach you. You know what to do. You have the serious attitude, bad brother and good brother. The holy mountain of the God of Hope is a sacred and joyous ascent. Do not waste it. When I meet the God of Hope, I will tell him of the God of Despair, about how I've been unfaithful in my love affair with Joy. I must confess it or it will tear me apart. I flirt with hope. One day I will make my move and propose.
Why have you come to the Holy Mountain?
I wish to ask God who I am. Am I a sibling of the good brother? Or of the bad brother? Why are you here?
I must confess, it alarms me how quickly you shift the attention to me when you've just revealed such a startling turmoil boiling inside you.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I just need to find out who I am so I can figure out how to help the good brother and help the bad brother.
In the name of selflessness, I will help you climb.
No, someone in a panda suit. I can't remember my lines. They're going to fire me. Prepare your spirit for the climb.
When I meet God, I wish to compliment him. You see, I'm an actor, and I've been filming a movie. A very strange movie, I'll admit. But it is directed by the great genius, mysterious Kisage X. It's an experimental film. Most of the dialogue is delivered to unsuspecting pedestrians, unaware that they're being filmed. This is how I met you. I realized that heroines, like the one I encounter in the Kisage X film, really do exist. Selfless people. It is to his face I will tell him I admire his work. His creations. The Nameless Child and the mysterious Kisage X.
You no longer have a name. You no longer understand anything. This means you are here in hope. chorus.
Will you truly ask nothing of God for yourself? Are you truly so selfless? Your sole motivation is to help the good and the bad brother?
I just want to see everyone have a happy ending. Did your movie have a happy ending?
It does. Two people, long divided, return. And in doing so, a third person altogether takes shape. And the division ends.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it makes sense in the movie and it's super cool. I didn't even know I was an actress in a movie until you told me.
That's why you made for such a great co-star. You had no idea what I was saying, but you always gave a great reaction. And that's why the camera loves you.
The camera loves me?
No! Mysterious Kisake ex-lawyers will certainly be waiting for me if word gets out I let my true identity slip. I must go now. I need answers.
Soon I will meet God. Okay, so I missed the Carta over here.
Oh, good, you're here. Party is starting soon. I don't want you to be late.
Wait, where'd you get those?
Oh, these are the good brother and bad brother symbols. I received them from the memory card.
Eh, I already have them. Where did you get that serious face? Could I trade for that?
Oh, well, I might need it. I'm not sure.
Come on, it's my birthday. Don't you want to be a good guest? Here, I'll give you this, and when I'm done with the serious attitude, we'll trade back.
Please don't forget that you still have my name, though.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll get it back after the party.
Umbrella allows you to travel along the angel stream.
Peace
nameless child, for your identity will soon be revealed.
You know about my struggles? About the turmoil boiling in my stomach.
Inside you, there are two memories. A life as the sibling of the good brother, and one as the sibling of the bad brother. You came so that I could reassure you that you are, in fact, Carrie Manser and not Allison Eggleston.
Carrie. That's the name I received from the Blackened Pond.
Which you quickly traded away. Why did you do this?
Because I needed to get to the party. To find the good brother?
You lied to yourself and to God. You traded away your name because it did not belong to you. Those are not your memories to have mixed up. You are a chance traveler. A paralleled one. And I did not make you. Who created you? It is not for me to say, but it is not I.
So, I'm neither Carrie nor Allison.
You are not. Your name is... You are a thief. You stole that which did not belong to you and co-opted it as your identity. Only, you're indecisive.
No, that can't be true. I don't remember stealing any memories. I couldn't have done that. I've been set up.
I am the one true God of hope, and hope is what I will offer you in exchange for atonement. Take what I give you and bring them as gifts to the party. To the good brother, the self. To the bad brother, the son, and the holy thief. If they receive these gifts at the party, all will be made whole.
And what about Carrie and Allison? I didn't mean to take their memories.
You have entered a slice of time, consumed and regurgitated and consumed again, stripped of all truth. Carrie and the good brother reside elsewhere, in peace, filled with life and joy.
But what about the good and bad brothers stuck in this slice of time?
Despair not. Go forth and party!
Right. Quite a bit to take in there. First thing. First thing, I hit hint. Where is that going to tell me? Okay, that's going to tell me to go to Alex's place. We're not going to do that yet. The point of no return is going to be meeting up with Michael, I guess. But it doesn't matter if I don't have the others in the party for experience, so let's clear these monster deads. Notably, the Essentia was significantly nerfed from the old combat system, because she could do so much more damage. I like that it's a robotic vampire if I'm making a robot enemy bleed. The Essentia doesn't heal from food because it's a robot. Okay, I was too gung-ho on this one. Break your gauges. Gauges? Break your, Carta. Smack you upside the head. Help me toss two, and then Essentia can make them bleed. Barrier, and then start beating on the main thing.
Panda barrier.
Flamethrower to add another dot. On top of the default bleeding. Probably should use change to print here. Break your poisoned apples. Or just kill you with the Pierce, I guess. Yeah, Alex can kill the other Megabot.
Wait for me.
Check out my sick.
Heal Alex. Maybe? No, these things are way too fast. Let's see, I don't need... Oh right, I took off the... Okay, you have enough Pierce that I'm not actually worried about that, though. Oh, it's not Pierce, it's having Poison Apple. Unless they swap out Poison Apple. Change Prince can just be a wall. I think I'm at the point where I don't need Torn Hat anymore. At least not for its passive effect. Every Traveler gives you a crapload of speed. And more Karta HP. Let's try that. Let's see, you're in your best gear still. I guess you don't need Pierce. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the Religious Garb for extra life. Oh, it does heal her. Start with Flamethrower. Build power. Build power again? Okay, there's a cap to the stat buffs. Alright, Essentia is just going to be on Rollerbot duty, I think. Alice can take out the ads. as necessary. As they're just too fast to keep up. Okay, it just has significantly reduced healing in battle? I guess?
Panda barrier!
If I keep Panda Barrier up, maybe, then I can have both of them beating on the roller bot. Damn it. Can I just not?
Panda barrier!
Alright, kill you, and Panda Barrier is going to stand notably longer time. Or so I thought, fool that I was. Gauze Bandage to at least give me that number of hits I can take. P2.
LP!
Damn it. Ah, that's annoying. Plea for 38 bucks, whatever. Well, I guess I will... Let's go to the house and see if I have any party members without triggering the next step of things.
What the hell are the Frank and Popo doing here? Mom! Are you okay? What's going on?
Alex, where the hell have you been? I was so worried!
Ma'am, is this the boy you reported missing?
Missing? You reported me missing?
I haven't seen you for days, and none of your friends knew where you were!
Sometimes a panicked mother is worse than impending doom.
Hey, I'm sorry,
I'm sorry, Mrs. Eagleston. Alex was with me. My car broke down, and he was kind enough to walk with me to the auto body shop and help me out. He's been with me and has been perfectly safe.
Who are you? Why is your hair green? Alex, why are you hanging out with a woman with green hair?
Mom, that's the latest fashion. Everyone does it. It's the 90s. Multicolored hair is the bomb, or whatever.
Yes, my hair is the bomb.
Okay. Well, if you're safe, then I'll be heading back to the station. Another case solved. I am the greatest cop on the force. Have a good day. Stay out of trouble. I'm watching you.
Well, now that you're safe, I can tell you the good news. I got a job.
That's awesome. What are you doing?
More programming. I got hired by Moon Macro Systems developing Y2K compatible versions of their software. Basically, I'm rebranding all their products as Y2K compatible and selling them for twice the cost.
That's on the other coast. Sun Microsystems, and when the game is actually set, Oracle is in, like, I think it's in Sunnyvale.
Y2K?
Yeah, you know, that theory that at the turn of the new year, all computers will stop working? People are afraid the world is going to end, so we might as well capitalize on that fear.
Should we be worried about Y2K, Mom?
Yes, be afraid. Be very afraid. Not unless you're a machine, I wouldn't worry.
Why would I be a machine? Why would you say something like that?
What? No, I meant... Never mind. You're quite unusual, honey. Alex, can I talk to you for a minute?
Not right now. Yeah, we need to work on something.
Work on what?
Homework.
You have mail.
You have been hanging out with some really strange people lately. Should I be worried? I'm so sad that she didn't, like, snap at him for that one. Being in the room and all. Let's see. Monsters. Hey Alex, what the fuck is up with the wildlife these days? I swear we used to just have squirrels, bears, birds, deer, whatever. Like, now I walk around and see these stop sign guys, these creepy yellow things that are always smiling. Low-key, don't tell anyone, I think the stop sign is kinda hot. Am I weird for thinking that? Right back. Miss you like I miss Michael. Charged camera. Yeah, I got the camera working. It had some photos on it, but none of Allison. Really bummed about it. There is a funny photo of you dressed up as a monster. JK, it's just a photo of you because you're a fucking monster. Write me back, asshole. Kisage X. Man, I can't get enough of this Kisage X guy. His films are so silly and pretentious. I really love smelling his own farts. He keeps doubling down on his original sin concept. Seriously funny. I looked up some reviews and had my Japanese teacher translate them. Turns out the press loved his movies in Japan, but everywhere else realized them for what they were. Objective bullshit. Preachy nonsense. In his film Tower from 1998, he declares that the commoditization of self as an original sin. I'll self myself all I want, thank you very much. Dreams. I had this weird fucking dream last night, dude. I dreamt I was making out with your dad. How is your dad? Did he ever find those smokes? Simone. Oh, Simone. Out-of-body experience. I took up meditation. My brother used to do it right after he'd get into fights with you over Allison. He'd always get so calm after, like he knew some secret of the universe I didn't. It'd piss me off. Now I look back at that time fondly. I pretended I was my brother, tried to get into his headspace. Took a few deep breaths and focused on my breathing. Paid attention to my toes, knees, elbows, all the way to my brain, noting thoughts as they occurred, curious where they came from. Did I will them into existence? Then I left my body. I was watching myself fighting with my mom. I kept insisting that she didn't understand me. Tried to spank me, and I caught her hand and said, "Evil is a spectrum built on causing others despair. There are small evils like white lies and bitter thoughts corrupt your views on others. These evils all have their roots in the same human characteristic, despair. So an act of evil is measured by how much despair it inflicts on another person. The opposite of evil is good. Good is also a spectrum. Good is that which heads in the opposite direction of despair, that which inspires hope or a feeling of being content. Before despair, humans were without evil. Despair made evil as it made us aware that tomorrow may not be, that some fruits are bitter and poisonous. Despair is often a sign that evil that's been inflicted on a person. A good person is someone who tries to treat others in a way that does not inspire despair in others. A true act of evil would be something like trying to live on in the despair of others, killing so you are remembered, hurting children so you exist on in their despair. There's a subjective nature to evil, as each culture has different things that cause them despair. Different values will change your capacity to be harmed by something. These are social sins, things like mocking someone for the way they dress. In some cultures, this is natural ripping. However, as society changes, the sin morphs into something designed by the collective judgment of man relative to the despair it causes. The most common evil is just trying to make others despair similarly to you. If something bothers you, it's best to keep it to yourself and not judge. An original win and an original sin are both spectrums, one built on being spared, the other heading the other direction into the abyss of despair. My mom was so shocked she started to cry. She said that's what Michael said to her before he left. We talked for a while, calmed down, apologized to each other. We talked about Mike for the first time properly. WTF was my brother into? From Mike's diary. The twisted plot moved slowly until I fucked up. I got greedy and I created an internet forum that allowed me to talk to my parallel selves. You see, there's something known as the Demon Auction. It had something I wanted, so I was willing to rig it by any means. My software inadvertently rigged it in their favor. It soon became the hotbed for their pain, an echo chamber where every user can distort their own reality, a sick theme and variation on despair, and a certain variation of their soul they wanted to reach. Turned out honest and drew them all in. They all wanted the same thing, Nyla and William wanted, a distraction from despair. It was coming for all of them, and its alarm bells were screaming. No soul is born bad. It's through memes of despair and variations on obsession. It's a long road to evil, so it's best to catch them before they hit the end of the line. Where the despair didn't occur naturally, the twisted beings plotted to create it, to weave a tale that perverted the soul's subjective understanding of itself and what it's capable of. Showed them a reality where they would always end up a monster. It was airtight. It was delusional. It was enough for them to either give up and go to the soul space or fail to fight the coming despair. That was the whole point. To create 4 layers of original sin, 4 reasons to despair. And through that seed of anxiety, they built their delusions. Sounds like Mike was writing a Kisagi X fan film, LMAO. Pretty cool, though. Glad to have this weird ideas. Or his weird ideas. The death of Semi Park. Looks like the investigation has ended. Her body was found. It's time to let go. Just like I suspected, she killed herself. Body found in Park is missing woman, 21. Police don't know how KNN employee died, investigating as suicide October 13th, 1999 by Peter Yearman. The global staff. The body of a young woman found Tuesday buried in a shallow grave made of blankets and dirty bedding in Easton's Journey Park. Her wrists were cut and the wounds appeared to be self-inflicted. While no identification was found on the body, it is believed to be the body of the missing Semi Park, a Korean-American woman who was reported missing back in May. There's been no confirmation that it was her body, but detectives say they believe it is a possibility. Semi Park was last seen April 4th, leaving on her lunch hour at the KNN in Easton, New Jersey. She was reported missing by her roommate. Till now, there had been no leads in her disappearance. We thought she would come back, said her uncle Taesukin. Tai? I don't know how to pronounce Korean names, or Korean in general. I apologize. I am going by the pronunciation guide for PAK being park, and that's about it. Easton police said a teenager on a hike found the grave, which was about 100 feet off Cherry Hill Road in the secluded Journey Park, about a mile from the K&N building, the apartment where Semi Park lived. Police said there are no reasons to suspect foul play and that the death was most likely a suicide. She had no obvious signs of trauma, and the medical examiner's office said yesterday that a determination on the cause of death was pending further tests. But the police officer who reached out insisted the wounds appeared to be self-inflicted. Police say they are investigating the case as a homicide because of how and where her body was found. Park was a member of her church's softball team and an avid player of the Korean board game Go. She had aspired to be a podiatrist. James Troy, the department manager at K&N, described Park as quiet but friendly. She's a very warm type of person, well liked by all her coworkers, source The Global. This made me really sad to read. I feel absolutely awful for this one, but it's not Elevator Girl. Check out this article from today, guys. East Non, New Jersey, RJRSP. After a 27-day search into the disappearance of Jae-Wa Wen? Is it Wa? After near Easton, New Jersey, the police chief has confirmed the recovery of a body from a shallow makeshift grave comprised of dirty bedding just north of the town of Easton. The body was found on October 13th by a hiker. State crime lab investigators were called in to assist with the processing of this scene and recovery of the body. The body was sent to the Hudson County Medical Examiner for an autopsy and to confirm the identity. This morning, a report was issued and the deceased was confirmed to be the missing mother of three, Jae-Wa Wen. The police are investigating a suicide. Source The Local. She's gone, okay? Just let her go. She wouldn't want to be found even if she could be. You keep insisting this, but where the fuck is the proof? Elevator Girl is dead. She slit her wrists. Okay, Superb Pudding. Your time on onism is done. Bye-bye. Banned. I have been informed of something.
My favorite gamer. Let's see.
Oh. My other thought on where to go with this is... Oh, I can't leave. Okay, I can't do anything with that yet. Oh, she's just right here. Inexplicably.
Homework? Wow. You are not helping.
I'm sorry. I could not resist.
Okay, so you do have a sense of humor. I wasn't sure if being part android took out the fun parts of your personality.
I can be very funny. Would you like to hear my stand-up routine?
What? Really? Now? The world is gonna end. This is no time for jokes.
Knock, knock.
Okay, who's there?
Y2K.
Y2K who?
Y2K.
Ugh. funny. Okay, so, what's the next step? What do we do?
We should begin by asking your friends to join us, although there is a possibility that they may be smart enough to enter the soul space before the end.
Do you really think they do that?
It is a possibility. We must convince them to aid us, as we are about to die fighting a force that cannot be stopped.
Okay, if we're gonna do this, I need you to stop reminding me that you think this is a lost cause. I'm determined to try and stop this. Whatever it is.
Okay. I am sorry. I did not mean to upset you. I am here to help you with whatever you need. I think it would be wise for me to speak with Bella alone, as we are one and the same. Perhaps you should call her and arrange a meeting?
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Okay, maybe Jocasta was there momentarily. Let's see. Cool. Was it this interaction that spawned her in? No. It would have been thematically appropriate, but...
Hey, Vela, listen, I need you to come over.
Alex, where have you been? We were all so freaked out when you disappeared.
Yeah, come over and I'll explain what happened.
Do you want me to call the others?
No, I think it'd be best if I just told you this alone. I'll tell the others, but I think you need to hear it first.
Okay, I'll be right over.
You! You're the android from the van!
Bella, this is the Essentia 2000. Essentia 2000, this is Vela.
Hello, Bella. It's nice to see you.
Likewise. What's going on here?
I don't even know where to begin. It's so complicated.
Alex, please go up to your room. I would like to speak to Vela alone.
Oh, yeah, sure. I saw in the dark, 2 floors below me, 2 women of the same soul spoke about the fate of the world. Do you know how weird it was thinking that? No, you really can't. Well, maybe now you can that you're in the same situation. One soul, but many people. In the darkness, thinking about the end of all reality, knowing inside myself that all of this was true. These concepts, previously absurd, were now mysteriously vivid in every detail. To the point where I felt I could grasp them in my hands. I pictured myself alone in the universe. All things around me had been destroyed. Everyone was gone. And then she floated by. Sammy. But she wasn't Sammy. She was Vela. But also not Vela. She was the Essentia 2000, Oda, Yuzu, and Nyla. Somehow these people were linked by their soul, whatever that meant. What did it mean to share a soul but be a different person? What did the Essentia 2000 called it? A parallel life? I thought of Buddhists and their concept of past lives. Before I was Alex, I was a pirate or a poor village girl living in Croatia. But in a parallel life, I was Alex, a pirate, and a little girl in Croatia. I lived all of my lives at once, in distant but similar realities. Similar was only an assumption. I realized now how little I knew about reality.
I have spoken with Bella and shown her irrefutable proof of my identity.
I've explored the soul space, and I've seen the beginnings of destruction to many realities. I have seen the remains of many souls. And Alex, this scares the living hell out of me. I will do anything I can to help stop whatever's coming for us.
You spoke to us in the past, specifically to Bella, about a feeling that fate brought you two together. I am that fate. This was meant to happen. I do not know if we can stop whatever is coming, but I know that we are meant to try.
So what's next? What do we do? What's the plan?
We should get the others on board.
And then we should train in the mine dungeon. Alex, you have seen what is coming for us, and you know better than anyone else. The only way to stop it is to understand yourself. If we can get as far into the mine dungeon as possible, and learn as many abilities as possible, we may stand a chance of dying with dignity.
Alex, what did you see in the mine dungeon? What did the end look like? Why did she say that?
I don't know. But I know that it's related to me. That somehow I am the destruction. I might just be a piece of it. I might be all of it. I can't say, but I know I can stop it from destroying everything I love.
Alex, I believe the best course of action now would be to go and find each one of your friends individually and talk to them about the current situation. Remember that the better you do, the more mine dungeon keys you will unlock, and the stronger you will become. It is vital that all of your friends are on board. Without achieving the highest level by the time the end comes, our futile efforts will be even more futile.
But we don't even know when the end is coming! It could be tomorrow for all we know!
Y2K. Could that be it? Could the turn of the millennium be the date?
I don't know, maybe. What do you think, Android Me?
It is possible.
I've had a weird sense of impending doom ever since Rory and Michael mentioned it. That might explain why 99 has gone to shit. I've been looking at the newspaper a lot lately, and things are really screwed up out there.
Well, I suppose having some estimated date is good enough for me.
Alex, you can return to the mine dungeon anytime to see how many days remain.
Wait, what? You mean the date was real? It's been so many numbers and zeros. How do I even calculate that into a date?
I could not see the number myself, but if you take me there and tell me the number, I can help you convert it into days.
Well, damn. Why didn't you tell me that sooner?
Well, she didn't. Lay off of her. We're not perfect, you know.
Is that your new thing? Referring to her as you and etc., etc.?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm gonna go find everyone and get to work on them. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I knew I needed to find my friends individually and convince them that the end was coming.
Oh. Oh.
So the cursed goggles are like not very good equipment wise, but let's just leave the house for a moment and see if I can't find a quick example. Here we go.
Yes, it's on turf your pawns. Yes.
So those are just like in the map now. I guess this was like a Patreon thing or something. 1999 is the year of Y2K. 2016 is the year of Y2K. 2014 is the year of ladders? That can't be right. Whatever it is, it's good to acknowledge reality and be present. The clock can't turn back. It probably shouldn't. Glad we got to spend some time together. So, I believe I've been informed it is specifically Michael who will change the format of the game from here. There's no such thing as a forgotten dead. Tell Zed I said hi. You'll find him in Paradise Hotel. I haven't gained any experience. Okay. Next time, we will reunite with much of the party, and then actually start clearing the dens. See you then.